Hello. So today we are looking at prioritizing. How do we do it and what is it? With the 10 habits, we talk a lot about putting first things first. So this prioritizing is putting first things first. So the important things to remember when prioritizing are to decide what's important, meaning figure out what your end goal is, consider who else is involved and what's important to them, and paying attention to a time frame. So I'm going to give two examples. The first example is going to be a quick written English class. The teacher writes a question on the board and says, you have 5 minutes to answer this question, but I want you writing the whole time. If I'm prioritizing, I'm considering what's important, what's my end goal, to write the whole time, right? And answer the question. Write the whole time, answer the question. Who else is involved? Well, the teacher. What's important to them? Writing the whole time, answering the question. Luckily, those things line up. Is there anyone else involved? My parents they want me to make sure I'm participating in class. That's a priority. And what's my time frame? 5 minutes. So should I be putting spelling and punctuation and my best handwriting as a priority? Not necessarily. The teacher made it pretty clear that they want me to get my best ideas down. So those other things aren't a priority. They don't need to come first. The second example is going to be if the teacher tells you to write an essay. You have 2 weeks to write an essay about a book you just read. Those are going to be completely different priorities. Decide what's important. What's my end goal? Well, to have a finished essay that meets all the criteria. If the teacher gives you a rubric that tells you all the things you need, maybe it says good punctuation, good spelling, good topic sentence, quality, answers all the questions. As long as we're meeting those criteria, then we're probably going to get a good grade, right? So my end goal is to meet all those criteria so I can get a good grade. Consider who else is involved. The teacher and my parents. What does the teacher want? What's important to them? I think what's important to them is that I show what I've learned. So if I do what I did in the quick write and I just write down all my thoughts as fast as I can, I'm not really showing that I know my punctuation, my spelling, my handwriting, that I've thought through and edited. I'm not really showing what I've learned, which I think is going to be a priority to the teacher. My parents are involved. What's a priority to them? Well, maybe grades, maybe participation. So keeping all of those things in mind. Oh, and what's my time frame? 2 weeks, right? The teacher said I have 2 weeks. So we can go back to that goal setting that we've talked about in past videos, break things up into chunks, go through it like that, because we know that doing this paper according to the rubric is going to be our priority. Goal setting and prioritizing go hand in hand. So those are going to be examples of how we prioritize things. If you ever have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email, and I'll see you later.